Hello and welcome to another Tech Articles. In what will be a quick tip, or I hope will be a quick tip, I want to talk about something that I was quite shocked a lot more users didn't know about earlier in the week, and B, I want to explain why sometimes you don't need to use the full integration when it comes to Flowmatic, particularly Discord, and Discord is what this video is all about. So the first thing that surprised me earlier in the week was how few people knew about the conversion ability of Discord to take SaaS based or any application based Slack and GitHub compatible webhooks. So by that I mean if your SaaS or product only issues GitHub or Slack based notifications and webhooks, you traditionally you would have to find some way to convert them and send them back on and mirror them, and you could use Formatic for that. But equally, Discord has built-in converters for both these. So if your SaaS can only use Slack notifications, well, if you put the Discord webhook URL in with a /Slack, then straight away it will automatically accept that and convert it to Discord, what Discord needs based on that Slack notification. So I was quite surprised how many people didn't know that. So there's my PSA on that. I'll put a link to the documentation for you below. Currently, I think it is only Slack and GitHub, but it's a really useful feature, particularly the Slack one. I find a lot of companies, particularly older companies, only have Slack notifications, and adding them to Discord can be a pain because you have to set up a man in the middle to take it and pass it on for you. But thanks to Discord and its /Slack URL, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I just paste it in, put /Slack, tell it it's a Slack based webhook, and that's it. It does it all for me. So that's that one. I use Discord a lot. It's one of my main notifications. That and pushover are probably my main notification methods for my workflows and failures and all sorts of other stuff. So I have a Discord channel that I use for all those notifications, and it says all sorts of things. But what I want to do is I want to head over to this website here, and this is I'm just going to put on a filter so that you can't see everything while I'm talking it through. So I don't always use the natural integration that comes with Flowmatic for Discord because it is ultimately a webhook. I use the API module, and the reason for that is I don't have to add any details. I don't have to use any login. It's a publicly accessible website that allows me to just put this URL in, the normal Discord webhook URL, and then I'm just going to scroll down, and then I'll take this off. And all it requires is 3 parameters to be set to get relatively nice looking notifications in your Discord. And that is a username that you want that notification to come from, a URL for the fave icon or the icon, and the content of that message. And I'm going to put that back on. And so that's how I notify Discord. And I'm just going to head over to Discord to show you what that looks like when that's done. And the reason I do this a lot is because it's quicker and easier. There's no login details. I don't have to authorize it. I don't have to approve it. It's a publicly accessible webhook. And I think that's the difference with webhooks and APIs. When you start thinking about how webhooks and APIs work, actually, sometimes you realize that building them in and making them yourself, particularly when you're very deep in a web flow like that, you don't want to add another integration. It's really easy. So this is what they look like. It comes up with the name that I've got there. This is the icon that I put in, and then this is the content of the message, and that's what it looks like in Discord. So you don't have to use native integrations. Is a take home from this quick tip. You can just use an API point, and as I say, this is a post API to a public accessible URL with some parameters. And that now sends that message. So if I save and test this message, that will send a message to Discord, and we'll go over and we'll collect that. So if I put that back on for when I come back, and we head over, you'll see we've just had another one to tell us that it's created a user for me on the sandbox. So yeah, that was the purpose of this quick tip. I'll put a link to the developer docs for Discord in the comment in the description below. Thanks for watching.